See you, TMG.
What I would say Fury as well, he rides punches and rolls with punches better than I've seen in most heavyweights in a long time. I mean,
it's true still.
Like even if you manage to just graze him, whatever, like when you manage to connect, because he's gone backwards or gone to the side, he's taken out so much of the impact the punch could have had. And wow, I mean, Fury, like I said, like he said, he's the best fighter of this generation. At this point in time, I have to agree with that. However, he still needs to fight other guys for that to be concrete.
Do you think he's the best?
He's the best though.
At this point in time,
I've got Fury as number one because he's the only one that's fought the big three of the division. One of the other big three in the division.
Yeah, give him number one for that. Even though that was his first title defense, it's just crazy. But anyways, he fought
the only two-time world champion that's never lost. He's
fought, obviously, he said one of the so-called big three, and he's the main reason the division was opened up in the first place back in 2015 against Klitschko. So, like I said, AJ has
AJ's losses are making it look worse. It just every time he loses, it just makes that statement that the big three.
Oh yeah, cool. So, but AJ's resume is deeper.
What? Tell me his resume. Tell me how many quality wins he's got.
I mean, guys like Povetkin, obviously Klitschko.
Klitschko.
Povetkin,
Povetkin, is that really a quality win?
You see what he did to White after? Dylan White as well. Parker.
Fury's got White.
Fury has White.
Okay. Yeah, he's got White. Yeah.
Charles Martin.
He can decent.
Brazil, okay, he's okay. Depending how you view Ruiz.
Ruiz lost to Joshua Parker.
He did.
Yeah. But that was a controversial fight. Could have gone either way, but he did. And obviously, so those are the.
They got Joshua Parker as well.
I said Joshua Parker.
Okay.
But Fury, he's fought obviously Klitschko. In my opinion, his Klitschko win is. I think his Klitschko win is better than AJ's Klitschko.
Yes, it is.
And you can make an argument for AJ's Klitschko win to be better, but the fact that I believe that Fury opened up the division, Klitschko has been undefeated in 10 plus years, so Fury's Klitschko win is more impactful, better. Obviously, got that fight. He's got the Wilder fights, and that's about it.
Literally.
If Wallen beats White,
then that fight will grow.
Yeah, cool. He beat Cunningham as well.
But yeah, I mean, for me to outright say Fury is the best of this generation, he needs to.
He beat Chisora before he was getting losses.
But hopefully, he gets to fight AJ and Usyk, and he wants to fight White.
No way is he fighting both of them. No way. No how. No way is he fighting both.
There is way.
He's not fighting
because
I know. We know what Fury's on. Fury doesn't fight guys like that. It will take a lot for him. He's fight Usyk. That's the only way I think he will fight. He's not fighting AJ.
He said he wanted to fight White, AJ, Wilder, and I think he maybe said he wanted to give Chisora a payday. But now obviously Usyk's in the picture.
Said he wants to give Chisora a payday.
Yeah.
It's his boy, innit?
Is he his boy?
Well, not his boy, but them man are dogs. Don't know why that.
Hey, that's for me personally. I see him fighting White, Usyk, an up and comer, and then finish with someone.
That's what I think. One of the up and coming guys might be the one to beat him, like a Hergovich or I don't even know, like a Jared Anderson. One of these guys that are just coming.
Jared Anderson win this week. I heard he got disqualified. Someone said, did he get disqualified?
He won.
Oh, someone got disqualified.
That's if he actually sticks around.
Is Jared Anderson good?
Yeah, he's good still.
Don't think Wilder would take that fight before.
No, I don't think he can fight anyone right now. He's still like.
He got 10 fights.
Yeah, he's still growing.
He's like 20.
But like he's dangerous still.
But so he'll fight obviously, you have to fight up and comer so that if you beat him, the next generation they know that he beat this guy. Yeah,
he beat the king of the
and then his send off fight. I don't know what he's sending fight. It might be another Gypsy Don.
I think I don't know. He has 3 to 5 fights left, in my opinion. I don't know who his end of fight will be. Maybe it'll be, like I said, Chisora right off in the sunset, give him a payday. But he's still got more to prove. I mean, for me to fully put him up there with the greats, especially for him to solidify himself outright as the best of this generation.
I think Fury's clear. Is he the best heavyweight of this decade?
Yeah, of this era right now, he is.
Of this era? Is he the best heavyweight of the
story's on
2000s?
It's not finished.
It's not complete.
The story's not finished.
The story's not finished. There's one. Me personally, I wanted AJ to be the best. I wanted him. I wanted him to vote on this street.
Be the best.
Now he just vote to win.
Still be the best though.
No.
If he beats Fury, If he beats Fury,
He got to beat Usyk. Do you know how many steps he got?
no, he's got better. But it's not, the story, like I said, the story's not finished.
He's not finished. He's got
It's
best
not
steps.
finished, man.
He's got to beat Usyk. He's got to beat
finished.
Fury. Because if he beats Usyk, there's I don't think Usyk.
Why is he delaying it to spring, man? I want that early.
He needs to recover, G.
Bro, he got to be up.
Spring is.
How is training though?
Spring
He's
is
training.
early as March. I think it'll be April, but it's early as March.
That's to be January.
Fam, at that
I need to
level,
avenge
at that level,
myself.
especially heavyweight, you
I
fight
need
like,
to avenge myself in January.
at best you fight 2 fights a year. You fight unless you knock out some guys early in that first round. But
Canelo, how many fights did Canelo have this
it's
year?
not heavyweight, G.
He had like 4 fights.
But even at that level,
Because Eddie Hearn was feeding them British meat. How many guys did he feed?
Boy, those were guys that were rated here.
No.
They were rated.
No. He fed
the
British
British
meat.
meat doesn't have Tembuta on it. Nice and clean.
He was just feeding them there, beating them up. That's why Eddie Hearn is he
Yeah,
not
that-
promoting the
yeah.
Skillet Plant fight.
No, he's not.
He's not.
Hey, I heard Eddie Hearn has had a bad couple of months, man.
I thought he's involved in negotiations. He's still representing the thing. Yeah.
But,
Oh yeah, he's not.
he was
he's not. I
saying
don't.
that. He was
Yeah.
basically saying if he was getting involved, the fight wouldn't happen.
Oh, yeah.
So he said he's gonna be around, but
Eddie Hearn has
He's
had
not
a bad
promoting
couple of months, fam. Even the zone thing, I heard it's not banging like that. Is it even
it's only just started, to be fair.
Canelo's fighting on BT, fam?
Well, AJ losing to
Yeah,
Usyk is not gonna
and he's
be
even
one, so-
losing guys to the Sky Promotions as well.
Oh yeah, some of them jumped over still.
It's getting techie for Matchroom, man.
It's Conor. He's still got like Conor Byrne.
Is he good? Conor Ben is fighting
He's
guys that
better
just
tickets
don't. Conor Ben fighting guys that don't punch back.
In terms of like business, he's good. He's good for his business.
Okay. If I think Frank Warren has got some guys. He was having a bad month one time recently.
Yeah, Eddie Hearn will bounce back.
He's looking techie for him. That design thing needs to pick up. I heard people weren't even buying it for the AJ fight.
I was at the fight. I didn't have anything to buy. But you know, it is what it is.
I watched it. Sky Sports.
Is what it is. Is what it is. But yeah.
Yeah. So next steps for Wilder. What did you have?
Next steps.
We didn't discuss it. I think we discussed through what next steps for Wilder.
Next steps for Wilder.
Remember that he's 35 and he's had a lot of money. He lost 100 million to the Joshua fight that he didn't accept.
Next steps for Wilder. You can still take some time out, recover, recalibrate, make sure you restore your health, make sure your faculties all in check. I feel in terms of next fight, in terms of fighters, a Ruiz, a Parker. If you really want to get into the Lions Den again, a White.
I think Parker beats him. I think Parker, out of the 3, I think Parker beats him.
Possibly.
Out of the 3, I'll give Parker the best chance.
Really?
Essentially, yeah.
Why?
Yeah. I just feel like Parker's not going to just fall down on his right hand. I think Parker stays there. But I think Parker stays in the fight long enough for White to tire. For Wilder to tire.
Definitely.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, I think he stays in there enough, and his boxing skills are better than Wilder.
Then you got this.
I don't see Parker knocking him out.
I would actually have probably Ruiz to beat Wilder.
Ruiz comes in decent shape.
Ruiz for fight inside. Wilder really wouldn't get a chance to land.
Because Wilder's feet ain't great.
They're not.
And Ruiz's
But
feet
Ruiz
great.
is lazy.
Well, he's boxing under Eddie Vanessa. Hopefully that's helped him out loads.
Technically, Ruiz is a very awkward fight for him. But he can go down in weight.
But like, at the same time, Wilder could land that right hand very
But
easily.
the thing
in that
is,
fight, but
Ruiz is going to be
Ruiz
inside.
got chin though.
Ruiz is going to be inside. I think, that's a tough fight. I think you're right. I think Ruiz beats him,
He can, yeah.
Because
I'll beat him still.
it will be inside. And if Wilder tries to do that stupid jab stuff where he turns his head, I think Ruiz actually hits the back of that head. I'm like, what's he doing, bro?
I think he was trying to get outraged.
But that was so dumb. If you fight the wrong guy, they're giving you up. They're feeding you. He's looking at food, we're just trying to figure out
He's
what's
not
going
used
on.
to throwing punches to the body.
He's
so-
throwing punches. He turns. You need to see where the other man's hand is going. You're lucky. So lucky he's fighting his first round. Don't do that in any other rounds.
But yeah, I mean, also a big takeaway from that fight. I feel both trainers made a profound difference in that fight. I feel Malik helped to elongate the fight for Wilder.
That's true.
And this is,
That's true.
it's the criticism I give to Rob McCracken. I don't feel he can reach and change the tone or flip the switch in times of adversity when it comes to AJ. And you know, Sugar Hill did it up in the later rounds, was saying you need to jab this guy, blah blah blah.
You should jab this motherfucker.
Yeah, you need to jab this MF, do this, blah blah. And he was actually just saying the real deal, just actually screaming at him. You need to jab this, and they flipped the switch. And also later on, he said, the big dogs get him out early, knock this bleep out, that sort of stuff. I don't just get those vibes from Rob McCracken.
What's Rob McCracken? Beautiful, great one. Thank you, mate.
They're just saying brilliant.
But as Sam said, that's the best he's ever seen AJ fight in his life.
Technically.
And maybe that's why he said he's brilliant. But what's brilliant if you get knocked out?
Well, you're
getting beat up.
But
technically, which Sam said that?
Sam Captino.
He said that's the best.
He's seen AJ fight technically, yeah.
That's the best. I mean, I hear it, but I wouldn't agree with that. I think it was definitely Ruiz. The Ruiz fight was definitely
the second one.
Yeah.
I didn't like that fight. I thought that was anti.
I think
did everything perfectly.
He did, but
kept him in range. Just used the jab, hit him with 1-2s, got in and out.
I feel
moved well. Literally perfect.
For 12 rounds, he just did that.
I feel because obviously the levels.
Did he use any rounds in that fight?
I don't think so. Maybe that one.
Maybe, yeah. But I feel that the fact that Usyk came in shape was at a totally different level to what Ruiz came on that day.
That's fair.
That's what helps.
No, but at the end of the day, what happened?
That's fair.
You download information about your opponent, then you adapt. He went there with the same game plan for how many rounds?
He got beaten up so bad. How can that be the best? Like,
he was just getting punched. As you said, they used AJ's strength against him, which he was stunned. He used his jab against him, so he just beat him up, man. It's a shame when you see.
I feel like it was like his most technical approach to a fight.
I think that's what we want. You meant, yeah.
Walk the man down and beat him up, man.
Because in terms of technical performance, poor
execution.
Yeah.
Maybe the execution was awful, man.
But yeah.
Usyk's plan was perfect. Usyk came in there just to. He fed him punches to the head. I wonder how Josh's eye is feeling. Is his eye okay?
Yeah, man, it's gone down. It's posing today.
Was he posing?
He's been posting.
No one. I hope he's not getting any likes. Who's liking that?
I think I saw a post on Snap the day after the fight.
Who's liking it?
I don't know.
Don't like that, man.
But anyways, yeah.
If there's a way to dislike stuff, that'll be what I'll be saying to AJ, fam.
I don't think they ever bring in a dislike button to Instagram and stuff like that.
If you bring the dislike.
Yeah, because mentally now just you can even hide your likes now.
It's true.
Some people will be down in the gutter.
I can't lie, when I see the others thing, I was creasy.
Yeah, to be fair, AJ, man, I obviously Nigerian brother, but we're down bad at the moment. We even got Wilder claiming that he's Nigerian.
It's funny because my mum was saying I shouldn't go too hard on our podcast last week.
Why? You should go
hard. Because Nigerians are loving a minute. Like, I just tell you
why? Win! Win! And I love you more. I don't like losers, fam. What's going on with AJ? Nigerian boxing awful. I don't want to see no more Nigerian.
Jagba. Femi, but yeah. Also Malik, like I said, the trainers, he was saying things to Wilder, critical information, saying you're too lackadaisical. This, that, get on a 1-2. He was actually getting
what
through
did
to
Malik
Wilder.
actually teach? What do you think Malik taught Wilder, to be honest? What did he actually add? Except for the depth of the body.
Wilder was throwing some feints.
What?
I don't know if I was throwing some feints.
He was so lost.
Yeah, but obviously the main thing is it's the thing. Wilder joined the game at 20. He's 35 now. Fury's like 33. Fury's been doing this since the womb. Fury has kind of 18 plus years on him. It's in terms of box knowledge. I mean, and so when in times of adversity, you're going to revert back to what you know best.
You learn more for your lessons.
I mean, so that's what happens.
Yeah, I heard that. I think Scott, he said that, Wilder had a little bit more to offer. And Wilder was, out of all the 3 fights, I think Wilder was his most impressive in this fight, in the first 3 rounds.
That's not hard.
The first fight, Fury was beating him up. Not beating him up, Fury was outclassing him.
But they were saying, Wilder was great.
But he didn't look that bad in that fight.
They were saying Wilder's great, Fury's greater. That's what they were saying.
Wilder's great.
No, that's what they were saying.
Americans just be saying
no, Malik was saying Wilder was great, Fury was greater.
That's what they were
trying
to run with.
Yeah.
But if he was great, he would have won more rounds.
It wasn't great.
It wasn't great. It was just like, he was there.
He just had.
He had a right hand.
They convolute the heart with greatness.
Yeah.
Literally.
That's why there's a groundswell of people believing that AJ will lose to Wilder. Exactly. How do you feel? How do you feel?
I feel the fight's closer than it's ever been because I feel in terms of adversity, Wilder will still give his all and leave everything in the ring. AJ, I'm not sure if he'll do that. Like if the fight's going not his way, especially Wilder's power. Wilder connects with the right hand.
It's because
I don't know if AJ's gonna leave everything in the ring.
AJ's got another career as a model, as he said, taking the Instagram pictures. Is it Twitter as well?
Probably, yeah.
So he needs to protect that career as well.
And his chin is not the greatest.
What of his chin? When did he develop this weak chin? Is it just because he doesn't get hit or wasn't getting hit before?
AJ.
Yeah. You can't have a weak chin.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's necessarily weak because he's taking punches from guys who can punch and he still came out the other end.
Like you see, they dropped him, you know.
Klitschko White, but he didn't drop him. Klitschko White.
He never wobbled.
Usyk dropped. Usyk gave him damage. Ruiz knocked him down a few times. He got back up. When people say he has no heart, I don't believe in that. He has heart, but whilst in my uni group chat, Fury and Wilder, they visibly display more heart. If that makes sense.
And that's more even damaging when you see a man get knocked out. Things with AJ, aside from the Klitschko fight, when he got up from getting knocked down, he never looks like, oh, I've overcome any hurt. Like, I've never seen him overcome any. He was laughing. When Ruiz knocked him down, he was smiling, like, oh, wow. Look, he don't. Whoa.
I swear.
I swear, you got a hard punch. If you're making a man smile, you know that it's curtains.
I mean, that's why people call him Chinny. Because he doesn't seem to recover fully or well enough from knockdowns or very hard punches. And right now it seems he's afraid to take punches.
Yeah.
So, which is very concerning.
You even said it after the Klitschko fight, though.
What did he say?
When he said that it was a tough fight, it was fun, this, that, but he ain't trying to get punched in the face no more. That's when people were like, well, rah, it's like man trying to retire or something. And he was like, no, he's just understood that the art is to hit and not get hit. So after that, that's when his style adapted a bit. After the Ruiz, it adapted even more.
Is he a good defensive fighter though?
He doesn't have enough. He has a bit, but
I wouldn't say he's like poor.
He's like Daniel Dubois.
No. I don't say he's poor, but I mean, like I said last week, Usyk may just be that great. I mean,
he didn't move his head at all though.
Yeah, but Usyk, his hands are fast, his footwork is elite, his head movement is elite.
But this is what I don't understand. We're giving them credit. Okay, great. Usyk did a lot of things, but AJ made him look better. Because no one was saying this when Chisora walked the man down. No one was saying this. People were even saying, is he cut out for the division?
That's true.
People were saying, oh, this guy might be too. He just might be a cruiserweight. Is he cut out for the division? Can he handle the ball? Because Chisora gave a good account in that fight.
Yes, some people Chisora won, yeah. But people rise to the level of the competition. I mean, it sounds like fights in the end of the day. And Chisora implemented the style, in my opinion, that's best to defeat Usyk. And if a better fighter implement that style, i.e. if AJ implement that style, which is not fully, because I don't think AJ's that type of fighter, but I thought AJ would implement a lot of what Chisora brought to the table, and that's why I thought AJ would win. But he didn't.
To be fair, AJ got punched in the face. You could have just got punched in the face and actually beat him up as well. That would have been better.
It seems like he's afraid to take punches.
He got punched anyway. He was getting punched. In the later rounds, it was like his head was just on the stick.
The thing with like when you're just receiving, like the way he was receiving, is different to when you're receiving with the intention to attack. Because then obviously your balance will go off, and then you'll be more susceptible to punches, things like that.
He had to, for me personally, he had from round 6 onwards when he realized, oh wow, I'm getting outclassed. Walk the man down and just say, boy, if I don't make it, I might not make it through this fight, but you're not making it.
Yeah, that's why I said. I don't know if he has enough heart to leave it all in the ring. And like I said, I believe he needs to change trainers because first and foremost, I don't know how that game plan was allowed to be implemented.
Is he too comfortable? Is it like a McGregor thing?
Potentially. And also the adjustments, why there wasn't a plan B, plan C, or whatever to do what Jordan, make him mucky, try and mug him, that sort of stuff. I don't know how this happened. And this is why, my brother said when afterwards fight, the execution of AJ's fights, like he has all the tangibles, the ability, the physical ability, this, that. The intangibles maybe a bit lacking, but tactically the execution is just
that was poor.
It's just not there.
It was off.
And adjustments as well.
I think he's gonna beat Usyk.
I hope he does.
Hopefully still.
Go to Ukraine, be uncomfortable.
I don't think we'll even beat Ukraine.
He'll be uncomfortable. He beats Usyk. Hopefully, it makes a coaching change.
I know he will.
That's the key thing. He needs to get rid of him.
If he doesn't,
needing to get rid of him before he even lost.
He needs to.
Before he even lost.
The Ruiz fight should have been the one where he should have made the change anyway. But after your first loss, you make drastic changes. You're not used to this.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah. Wilder did it.
I mean,
Even Fury did it after a win.
Fury's changed training twice.
If you don't change trainers,
Exactly.
you
That's
know,
what I said that.
you're capped. I mean, with
Literally.
Robert McCracken, there's only so far he can go.
Literally.
He's
But
not
the thing is,
comfortable.
Who is he going to get to replace Robert McCracken? Say he does change trainers.
Go to America, man. Find someone there.
Who?
I don't know.
Abel Sanchez?
Yeah, one of those guys. I don't know his trainers.
What's his
I'm
name?
out.
Derek James?
Well, I don't know. He's gonna get just be uncomfortable. Beat people.
Who's the one I used to go? I mean, Khan does Buatsi now.
Can you train with another heavyweight though?
As well.
Will you train with another? Will you train with another?
Teddy Atlas.
That's what I was thinking of. Teddy Atlas and or even Dominic Ingle.
Teddy Atlas. Sometimes I see him on ESPN.
I feel Teddy Atlas.
Is he not retired now? Is he not old?
Semi-retired kind of, but I feel Teddy Atlas might be the best trainer for him that's available. I mean, actually, the best trainer would be Eddie Reynoso in my opinion, but that's a bit murky. And Eddie Reynoso, he's training Frank Sanchez and Ruiz. The reason I say he's the best because he's training heavyweights. Derek James, I don't know if he has any heavyweights on his stable. If not,
do you know, I'd like him with Kronk, but obviously,
obviously Kronk's, but you can't get Kronk, so
that would be perfect for him, so he can overcome his stupidity, and then have a style. I don't know what AJ's style is. What's AJ's style?
No, his identity's gone at the moment still.
So you need to have a style in this thing, especially in the heavyweight. You need to impose yourself. It's your big
Virgil
men in the
Hunter,
ring.
that's the trainer.
I've heard of him.
He's another guy. I mean, but if you don't change trainers, I'll be completely shocked if he sweeps the division with still Robert McCracken by his side. That would shock me.
I'm saying, man.
That's not happening.
Saying,
Can't happen still.
he will lose to White, man. This version of